Is a document that prepares you for a job, same as your resume. CV is bigger or larger than resume in length, and it serves a bit of different purpose. That resume should be 1 page or 2 pages maximum. In fact, I always recommend 1 page for entry level that you don't have experience yet. Maybe only your IT or internship. Your email address, professional email address, please. Not that hijabi girl, that one is not professional address, so email address at gmail.com. That girl, GURL, that's your girl at gmail.com. See that your LinkedIn profile, don't just go and copy and paste that. Don't matter. So you hyperlink, how do you hyperlink? Just click, highlight it, Ctrl K. If you're applying for scholarships, you will need a CV. And that can be lengthy, can be more than 2 pages. If you're applying for a job and they tell you send your CV, they actually meant resume in the Nigerian parlance. In the Nigerian parlance, that's what they mean. So it's not just about I've applied for this, I've applied for that. Are you applying correctly? And that's why I used to tell students before they graduate that please build rapport with your lecturers. They are not difficult. In fact, be friends with some of them. They are not difficult. These are the people who write references for you when you want to begin to pursue international opportunities. I need to plead with you. This stage that you are requires high sense of courtesy, especially if you are applying for jobs. Don't be the kind of person that you see a new number and say, Don't be rude, please. Be courteous. You have is a document that prepares you for a job, same as your resume. CV is bigger or larger than resume in length, and it serves a bit of different purpose. Hold on. If you're applying for a job and they tell you send your CV, they actually meant resume in the Nigerian parlance. In the Nigerian parlance, that's what they mean. So don't worry. CV, resume, Nigerians assume is the same. So if it is a specific job, you know the job description, you know the role, it is a resume. Are we together? Now, resume for you as an entry level, the best you can have is a page. The second best you can have, it shouldn't be more than 2 pages. Because as entry level, you don't really have much cognate experience to put together. So your CV, your resume should not be unnecessarily long. Are we following? So I'll now be following with the slide, but I've said some of those things that you see here. So just follow through with me. So a resume is a formal document that provides an overview of your professional qualifications, including your relevant work experience, skills, education, and notable accomplishments. So it's a French word anyway. So that's, some people do not know that it's pronounced resume. They think it's resume. It's a French word. The same with CV, curriculum vitae. That one is, I think it's an Italian word or a Greek word. Is indeed a veritable to the same thing. So it's a Latin word, yeah. Differences now, let's quickly look at it. I want us to pay attention. I say here that a curriculum vitae outlines the academic qualifications, researches, and so if you're applying for scholarships, you will need a CV. And that can be lengthy, it can be more than 2 pages, as long as those content in it are relevant. Are we together? Maybe you've attended conferences, you've had publications. By the way, if you're interested in publication for your project, go and approach your supervisor that you would like to publish your research work because you did it. So, and it makes sense to have a publication to your name, don't you get? Yes. So, provided you did it well, because there are standards. If it doesn't meet up standard, they will publish it. I hope you know. So the length I've explained. So a resume on the other hand is to the point. Resume is not, you are not giving stories. I am applying for customer service rep. When I was at home, before I came to school, my mom sells provision, for instance, and I'm the one staying at that shop. Alima, I'm the one staying at that shop. Now, because I'm the one staying at that shop, I attend to customers, basically, I serve as, because it's an experience. You don't have post-school experience yet, but you see those ones, you can put them together as experience. So, because you're applying for that role, that experience is relevant. But let's say you go to the farm to help them in maybe harvesting of cassava, and you do that or oil palm for a period of time, and you're applying for customer service, that experience is not relevant to that. Did you get it? So it is to the point document which underlines a person's qualification for a specific job. I told you I have five CVs, and I even update them periodically. 5 different ones: academic, marketing, HR, talent acquisition, training and development. So a CV contains references in its components. So you put the referees that we used to have, in the name, the title, all of that. I'll show you samples, but resume does not. At the level of, you see, a resume is only meant to get you to the interview stage. That's its purpose. Do you want to apply for a job? You need a resume so that they can invite you for interview. Simple. So anything out from there, we take it up because there's what we call recruitment pipeline process. There's a process to it. I don't need to bore you because you're not in HR. If we need to confirm anything, we'll ask you to send it when we are already considering you. Because after the interview, there are still post activities that we do before giving you offer letter. Education background is always mentioned at the top in your resume. In the CV rather, education is always mentioned. You know why? To apply for a job, oftentimes they really do not need much about your education. As long as you have a degree, you're good. So we need the most important details to be at the upper part of the resume. Do you understand? Your skill set, your core competencies, your work experience, profile summary. Then a resume is used when applying for a job, an internship, or taking part in a job fair. A CV is used when applying for an academic position, advanced research, fellowship, etc. Are we together? All right. So that's the only part I'm going to emphasize that much because of time. So this is what your CV helps you achieve anyway. It's tailored for opportunities. It showcases your skills and experience. Show your career progression journey and all of that. Now, so we want to write a resume or a CV. Now, this is what you should take note. You have your biodata information. What should be there? It should be your name, your first name, please, first. Not Bankole Shakirat. It is what? Shakirat. However, if you want to write Bankole first, it has to be in capital letter. It is just to show that this is my surname. Because your surname is your last name, fundamentally. No thanks to our primary school. They used to call us by our surname first. So, your address. Now, for your address, it is simple. You live at Obantoko, Abeokuta. It shouldn't be extremely detailed like number 23, Akingbala Street. The reason is because it's not bad, but because sometimes some of those job applications you see, they are fake and they are pitching websites. They want to gather people's information. For security reasons, there are details you don't include. Do you get it? Your phone number, your email address, professional email address, please. Not that hijabi girl, that one is not professional address, or email address, at gmail.com. That girl, G-U-R-L, that's your girl, at gmail.com. Then LinkedIn profile, if you have a LinkedIn. How many of us here are on LinkedIn? For those who are interested in corporate world, try to check it out. Some are not interested, and it's fine. All of us cannot be on those platforms. I don't use Instagram. I have an account. I don't use it. I'm not social self. So if you have a portfolio link, maybe you are in the tech space, front-end developer, back-end developer, web designer, product designer, UI UX designer, you need portfolio. So you should include a link. So what do you do with the link? You hyperlink it. See that your LinkedIn profile. Don't just go and copy and paste that. So you hyperlink. How do you hyperlink? Just click, highlight it, Ctrl K, paste it. It will show this. You will write, let's say for instance, you write LinkedIn, but once they click it, it will take them to that link. Do you get it? It is simple. Ctrl K on your Microsoft Word, please. We are done with this. You see that here I didn't say age. I didn't put age. I didn't put marital status. I didn't put religion. I didn't put state of origin. I didn't put nationality, date of birth. Necessary. Now let's go. Education is another significant aspect of your CV and should be released in what we call reversed chronological order. What does that mean? So when something is chronological, it means 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. But when something is reverse chronological, it will be 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Do you get it? Chronological is arranged the way it is. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. A, B, C, D, E. But if it is reversed, so you start from 5 to 1. Meaning that in your education section, don't start with your primary school. You start with your most recent degree, which is your current degree. If you studied anything Agric, it is B Agric, it's not BSc. It is the same, don't worry. But don't go and be putting BSc. Your certificate will carry Bachelor of Agric. It is because we are all common with BSc. There are a number of B this, B that. So B Arts, BEd, BNG. But if any of the 13 Agric courses and even some in Colem is B Agric. It's not B Agric. None in Colem is B Agric. What they give you? B what? B Forestry. You see, you have to. What about WNA? It should be BSc, yes. EMT. EMT, BSc, BEMT. So, but it's the same. Don't worry. If you want to confuse them, just use bachelor's degree in. So that's just to cause confusion. So if you have a master's degree, you know that it's your most recent. It should come up. So how do you write it? Your degree. The name of that degree, like Bachelor's of Agric in your course. So it's not just Bachelor of Agric, there is a specialization, right? So Bachelor of Agric in Animal Breeding and Genetics. 2020, whatever you started, till 2020, whenever you ended, you put it. Then the name of the school come next. Federal University of Agriculture, Abeokuta, Ogun State. Are we good? That is, you are done for that. Then you come to the next one. For those of you who went to the Polytechnic or College of Education, that should be your next before secondary school. By the way, for a resume, your degree is just okay in the education section. You don't need your secondary school details. You know, the document itself, we say it should not be lengthy. So all those details, we don't need it. But for your CV, you can go as far as putting your primary school in it. Do we get it? You're applying for a job, you need what? A resume. That resume should be 1 page or 2 pages maximum. In fact, I always recommend 1 page for entry level that you don't have experience yet. Maybe only your IT or internship. 1 page. Just 1 page. Because there is something we call ATS, Applicant Tracking System. All of these your CVs that you are sending, the reason some of you are not getting responses is because it is now systems, computers that now scan your CV, not humans, and it is understandable. I post a job application, and just for one role, 500 people applied. Do you think it's possible for me to go through 500 CVs within a week and get the best? So there is what we have imputed in the system that scans the CVs and give. If it doesn't meet up with the standard, trash it. So you must carefully curate your CVs. Do you get, your resumes? Are we together? So it's not just about, I've applied for this, I've applied for that. Are you applying correctly? Are we together? If you're not applying correctly, it will just be list of applications that you've done. And you think you are doing well. We understand everything about education already. The key principle is it should be reverse chronological order. Now, in case you start your master's degree, you started your master's degree at the time of applying, and you want to be upfront with them, you put your master's. So it will be master's in maybe animal physiology or master in animal welfare, for instance. then it will be in brackets in view, because you're still in the process of acquiring that degree. You've not gotten it. This one, by the grace of Allah, you've gotten this one. So it's not in view. It's not in view, and it's not view once. But for a degree that is ongoing, it is what? In view. Then you put the start date or year and anticipated graduation year. Now, okay, I'm starting 2023. I'm currently running my master's. I should be done by October. Next year, anytime. My own is, I will put my expected period of completion of that program there. That is that. By the way, getting a master's immediately is not even fun. It's not interesting. Might not be the right step. Because what have you done with the one you have? What are you mastering when you have not even done anything? No, I'm not joking. I'm not saying it's wrong, but I'm saying don't use it to delay real life challenges. School is a getaway from problem. I hope you know. You will not know that there are problems in life. You will just be facing your class, doing assignments. The same with NYC camp. You just go to NYC camp 3 weeks. You don't even know that more to 40,000. You just be doing your social night. Then you get to park. Bam! 40,000, 35,000. Flight 72,000, 90,000. For those who take flights, then you become more. So don't delay that challenge. Face it. Then you can find a flexible way to continue your academics. I don't like to recommend that people do masters immediately. For what? Unless you have a sponsor and you are also interested in academics. If you are not interested in academics, go and do professional courses and other professional training programs. They will help you faster than master's degree. Because, for instance, in my organization, it doesn't matter if you have a PhD. If what you are applying, if what we are recruiting for is entry level, we will pay you entry level. You don't get it. The lady we said we gave offer letter, she was not the only one we interviewed. We interviewed someone. Eventually, we don't know how we got it wrong. The person is very old. Like it's an older person. So in the process of interviewing him, I asked him what is his salary expectation. Even though we've clearly stated we wanted to pay 120. But I said he didn't see that part. So he said, for this role, I'm looking at 800,000. I told him point blank, I said, thank you for being upfront with us. The reality at the point is that we cannot continue this conversation. It's been a nice time talking to you because this is our own budget and it is a far cry from what you want. We don't need to, we can't negotiate. We can't do 800 to 120, possible. Where are we going to start negotiating? So there's no way to compromise anywhere. So, and I had to let him off that call. I didn't even say I would get back to him because I will not get back. Do we get it? So please, it's not just that. If you're thinking of masters, if you have a sponsor rather, and you still have flair for a bit of academics, then you can do it immediately. But if not, please go and struggle. Go and get your feet in the world. Go and hustle. Go and face it. Because that master will know, you will not know that there's still problem. More like you are delaying your unemployment journey. No, I'm not abusing those who are doing it. I'm just telling you, it's a fact. We have to come to that fact. Unless you're interested in academics and you have sponsors, please go and face life. After that, you can come to do stuff. Do we get it? And if you think you're interested in PhD, I would advise you, and you know you want to study in Nigeria, I would advise you, come to Masters in FUNAB, do Masters in FUNAB, do PhD in FUNAB. You know why? If you do Masters in any other school, and you come for PhD in FUNAB, some of those courses that you are supposed to do at Masters level in FUNAB that you didn't do, they will include it for you at PhD. Because you are coming with another school's certificate. And it's not only FUNAB, it happens like that everywhere. So academic is funny. For those who are interested in academic, there's no money there, but it is good. All of your lecturers should be appreciated. They are doing it for just the passion and all of that. That's why some of them are doing a lot of German. I'm not discouraging you, please. Now, this experience, let's come back. Experience should be listed also in reverse chronological order. I'm going to show you samples so we can move on. Do you understand what that means? So if this is 2026, let's say you started the job in December last year, you are still doing it, then you did a job, you were in a job in 2023 to 2024, so you start with the most recent, then the next one, the next one, the next one, in that order. Do we get it already? So if you have professional training, by the way, where are those who will be interested in this agric animal science program? Graduate animal scientists. So you may want to do it, but you ask yourself, why do you want to do it, and what are you going to be using it for? So these are questions. It's a good one to do. So for me now, I'm in HR, and our professional certification is Chartered Institute of Personnel Management. It took a year and a half for me to complete it after graduation, and I got inducted last year. And so if you are interested in something like that, you may want to consider. There is for marketing, there is for banking, there is for communications, there's also for animal welfare separately, there's for agric generally, there's for animal science generally. So it depends, but you don't have to do it if you are not going to do something in that field or in that line. Award, scholarship, and fellowship. So do we have any Millennium Campus Fellow here? Nobody? Who applied? You have applied? Love letter? Yeah. So it's an example of fellowship. By the way, fellowship is a program where they bring people together from different background and culture and race to train them on certain things, to share ideas, cross-fertilize thought, experience on a particular issue. It could be on climate change, it could be on gender-based violence, it could be on health, it could be on energy, it could be on employment, relations matter. So fellowship. We have the Mandela Washington Fellowship in the US. Every year they bring people together from across the world in the US for a 6-month program in certain universities. We have the RLC Yali Regional Leadership Center in Ghana for those of us in West Africa. This one you can even apply for it as a graduate. We have the Millennium Campus Fellowship. That one is for students, undergraduates. When you're in school, you're able to apply. It's also a 6-month program virtually. You do that one virtually in your school, and you carry out a lot of activities. When I was in school, I used to be their advisor, those who are doing Millennium Campus Fellowship for them. So that is kind of fellow. That's what fellowship is. Then if you've gotten scholarship before, put it in your academic CV. Maybe when you're in school, you got the Aliu Kebir Foundation Scholarship, MTN Scholarship, Shell Foundation Scholarship, and all of those scholarships. The essence of putting it is to show that you are worthy of investment. You are worthy of investment, that an institution has trusted you with their scholarship before. Do you understand? So everything has a reason. Then the awards. Now this one I need to be specific. It is award that are recognizable, like maybe best graduating student, Dean's Award of so, or you get a special award in a course. Please, it is not big, bold, and beautiful. It's not most expensive. It is not hourglass. It is not young and getting it. What are you getting? Ojabu? So, this, like, maybe you are an employee of the month, you got the employee of the month, or employee of the year, or employee of the quarter. These are key achievements that you can put. If professional affiliation, especially for those in engineering, for instance, you have Nigerian Engineering Society, I believe. So you can put it. ICANN is one, ACIPM is another. So their affiliation, you have to state what your affiliation with them is. For instance, we have associate, so we have student member, we have associate, we have member, we have fellow. So when you see people write their name and they put FCA, it means Fellow of Chartered Accountant. Let me tell you the process they went through. First, they completed ICANN. ICANN can be extremely rigorous, extremely hard. Because once you fail a course, sometimes you have to redo the entire diet again, just one course. And same with CIPM, if you fail 3 out of 6, you are rewriting the 6. If you fail 3, if you fail 2, you will still manage to add those 2 receipts, we call it receipts, and you will pay for them again. That's the thing about professional courses. So there is ATS and ICANN for accounting because they are stages. So after they go through that stage, they become associates. For a period of time, maybe after 6 years of professional work, they will become member. They will have to go through another process. They become member. After member, for a very long time, they will be inducted as fellow. So when you see people put FCA in their name, respect it. So those are the stages. Do you understand? You list it. So if you're a student member, you put yours there. Then skills. Skills are very important in especially for job. And skills can be technical, can be soft, can be human. So when I say soft skills, I'm talking about communication skills, critical thinking skills, what other one again? Problem solving skills, etc. Technical skills, on the other hand, they are the skills that are needed to do the job in itself. Example, if you are an accountant, your technical skills will be payable, receivable, reconciliation of account margin, etc. Technical skills are skills that only you or the people in that field have it, and not everyone. For me, in HR, I'm thinking of recruitment and selection, performance management, employee engagement and welfare, training and development, L&D, etc. Those are my technical skills. Do you understand? So you have to think of what yours is in the field that you're applying. As long as you have it, please don't lie. We verify, because sometimes we do what we call technical assessment. You tell us you can do something, we now say, okay, we just give you Zoom link. It's virtual, no worry, don't come. You do it from home. Oh yeah, do this, do that. Put on your camera. We'll see the way you are sweating. So don't lie if you cannot do it. You can be trained at the workplace. In fact, as a matter of fact, you get trained regardless. Anywhere you apply to, you would still be trained, especially in manufacturing industry. Where are those who studied courses around microbiology, chemistry, food, FST? You may begin to think of quality assurance. Quality assurance in pharmaceutical industries, in FMCG. FMCG is fast-moving consumer goods company. So you see these keywords a lot as you go on. FMCG, fast-moving consumer goods, like what? Like what? Like gala, right food, noodles, all of those, they are fast-moving consumer goods, sugar. So they are companies that produce these things. And I've worked before as a quality assurance with Lafarge. Even Lafarge that produce cement or Dangote, they need quality assurance professionals. Because my background before was in science lab tech. I don't know why I even changed it. So I worked with them in Lafarge between 2016, 2017. I was in charge of cement. We test the cement before they bag it. So because if the quality does not meet with the standard, if people use it and it causes problem, they will come back and they'll sue the company. Millions or if sometimes billions. So that is why quality assurance is very important. I was also in, what's this name, Hollandia Yogurt Company. I was not in the quality assurance, I used to observe their lab. So you see, they do a lot of testing. Last year, I had a talk to IPO and Lush Hair. I entered into their lab. I saw someone. So it's a beautiful field for those who study chemistry, microbiology, biochemistry, food science and technology. Which one again? Someone mentioned physics or what? So, because if you are already thinking, which area can I develop myself? I'm just giving examples. Do you understand? Especially for those who study chemistry, we are already asking, where can we work? So references. The reference will be the name of the person, the name of the person, their title. For instance, Dr. A.A. Abolade, Head of Department of Agricultural Extension and Rural Development, FUNAB, then phone number and their email. That is what your reference would look like. So now, what is the essence of reference? Let me tell you, so that you don't just go and put someone in your reference. the person that they can call to confirm about your character and learning ability from. The person should be able to speak about you. Not someone they will call that will say, that name sounds familiar. And they are unable to really say something about you. Now, when you're applying for scholarship, you also need them. And that's why I used to tell students before they graduate that please build rapport with your lecturers. They are not difficult. In fact, be friends with some of them. They are not difficult. These are the people who write references for you when you want to begin to pursue international opportunities. Do you understand? Because they are going to write it in details. They need to speak to your competence and character. My HOD wrote one for me. Maybe I can show you the sample. You will see that if she does not know me, she cannot write it like that. She will just write it generally. And when it is generic, they can already sense that there's no deep connection within the referee and the person who referred them. Falsified information should never be in your CV, number one. Sensitive information like your religion, marital status. Now, these ones, the reason we say we should not put it there, largely because we don't need it. Second, because sometimes they lead to bias. Sometimes recruiters have bias, or selection panel, they have bias. A number of them are Christians. Your name is Abdurrahman, Abdulaziz. You are best fit, but there is another person who does not bear that name, who is close. If they have bias for religion, even within religion, there's denomination. So we don't put it. It is not right for them to be sentimental or judgmental or be biased, but it is what it is. Your marital status, sometimes they'll just look at, this one is married. Will she be able to commit fully to this job? Do you understand? They may begin to question that. Political view is not APCO. It's not PDPO. Political view is, you people do not do courses around civic education in university. So when I say political view, what is it? Maybe left wing. No, that one is in the parliament. There's even what we call it in the UK, there's what we call it in the US. They are different. House of Commons. So it is, political view is whether you are a communist, you're a socialist, you're a capitalist. Okay, oh yeah. So, a CV serves as first impression. So you have to be, now, please, when you're writing your CV, when you eventually write it, go through it thoroughly. Avoid grammatical blunders. Avoid misspell or misspelling, incorrect spelling. Even in your own name, in your email address, be sure that everything is correct. Sometimes people send their CV and their email is incorrect. How do we reach them? And please, I need to plead with you. This stage that you are requires high sense of courtesy, especially if you are applying for jobs. Don't be the kind of person that you see a new number and say, Please, I am pleading with you. Don't be that person, please. Forget about you're a fine girl. We will call people because they apply for a job and we want to tell them, okay, we are scheduling for you for interview. They will pick the call and say, maybe when they hear the voice and the person is the man, they'll just in toast here, do you understand? Don't be rude, please. Be cautious. You're saying unknown number, and some of you say you don't take calls from unknown number. How are you thinking? You don't take call from unknown number. Like, is that how you think you are important? I am not abused. It's a fact. Like, how is that how much you think you are important? So you say you don't take calls from unknown number. Okay, the places you are applying for jobs, they should call you with a number from the one you save on your phone. How is that possible? Don't see, these are the mindset that they are childish. They're just, you think of yourself as serious, but this is not the time to be doing poor. This is time to know that I'm serious. This is not the time. this money you are still getting, you will stop. It will stop. If your parents cannot give you that money like that, they can be giving you money to upkeep, but the goals in front of you is too big. You need funds. Do you get it? Whether you're a female, whether you're a male, because nobody cares, nobody sends you, and you need to be tough. For men, you need to be tough. Do you understand? A sister can do convocation today and marry tomorrow, and the husband is responsible for everything she needs to do. That is what it's supposed to be. But yours can never be like that. So you need to get serious. This is not the time for you to just be wandering around, not knowing what you want to do or what you're doing. Because they won't give you money. Your uncle will give your female, your sisters money before you. The society will give females money before they give you. Because we have soft spot for women. Naturally. I have younger sisters, I have younger brothers, and I can tell you I have not given my younger brother money this year. And I give 2 of my sisters money periodically. So that my younger brother, that's what I told him. I swear. When he wanted to write an exam, then I added. But the sisters, the females, they want to do something. No, it doesn't have to be balanced. You always read that verse. So please, away from the jokes, yeah? Let's get serious. Let's get really serious. It will be lonely. The journey sometimes can be very lonely. But please, I want you to join communities amongst yourself. Don't leave yourself. When you have opportunities, share amongst yourself. When there is link for something, share updates. And you to put yourself in cycles where you can receive updates. Do you get? Put yourself in cycles where updates flows. So don't just be like, Jawa no see, and you're sitting one place. Hey, Jawa no see. Then later you became entitled. That they won't do it for you. They won't. See those things that we are mentioning that looks like joke. One day you will sit down, it will happen to you, and you'll be like, and yeah, this is the stage you know that never say never. Although some of you are undergraduate ideology, you had better be putting them aside. The world will test you. Same, there are some things that are almost the same. So, example of professional email and wrong email. You see? So there's these ones. I will use my CV to explain them to you. So one of my CVs to explain so that we won't waste time there. Now, additional information. Don't start your job search without giving due thought to your CV. 10 ways your CV may end up in your yes pile is keep it brief, 2 pages maximum. Avoid unnecessary personal details. I've said it. Don't write in the first person, starting with a sentence like verb, I did this. No, it should be completed or achieved. Underwent some of you who did IT. What did you do in AFWM? Was it IT? Which department did AFP? For which department? ABA something. AQFM. Was it IT you did all through? I thought it was 2 different things that you did. So we tell you know IT. Oh yeah. So use bullet point for achievement. You will see all of this anyway in one of my resume. I've said reverse chronological order. I want to share. Check for typos, please. Very important. When you're done with your CV, you can send it to your friend that help me go through it, just to have a second eye look. You can send it to another elder, especially a professional. It doesn't have to be a CV expert or a human resource manager. It can just be someone in the professional space. Ever me check here, just for them to go through and say, why didn't you add this? Why did you? So they're not okay. We don't. need this, that's why I didn't add it, and stuff like that. But caution, if you're applying for government institution, let's say you have someone in Lagos Ministry of, say, Agriculture or Forestry or Trade, Investment or anything, you may need to put your state of origin, because in the Nigerian government system, they hire based on, what do we call it now, quota system, federal character, and nepotism. So, nepotism. Nepotism has been existing long before Nepo something came up. So after writing your CV in Word documents, save it and convert it to a PDF. Do you know why? When you send your CV to us, I might be, if it's in Microsoft Word, we might be using different version of Microsoft Word. So you might use Microsoft 365, I might be using Microsoft 2021. And some of the elements in your CV might be disarranged when it gets to mine. So I may not see that, okay, this your degree was 2026. Do you understand? But once it's converted to PDF, take it to anywhere, it is going to appear the same. Show you one. Right. Work on your CV. Yeah. So I want to show samples of CV now, so that I'll use it to just walk you through the finally. Now, for those of you who want to create your CV, open a Microsoft Word. We are going to run, because I still have activities to do myself today. Open those who are with their laptops or whether with your phone. What's going on?